What day is it, man?
Oh, it's Saturday.
It's Saturday. That time of week again. Alright, so we're doing another vape video. I didn't I say one time that this is not a vape channel?
Right.
You know what we need? We need an intro. We need like an intro song. If there's any music creators out there that want to make us an intro song, do it. We'll use it, I promise.
If we get multiples, we'll have to choose between them.
It has to be good. No, it doesn't have to be very good.
It has to be clean and it can't be copyrighted.
Okay, yeah.
Copywritten. Copywritten. That's it.
I don't know.
That's it.
The smart people in our comments will tell us.
I'm sure.
Today's video is going to be a little bit different.
I'm probably going to rant quite a bit, so I'm going to go ahead and apologize in advance.
We're not going to be answering questions today. Next Saturday we will answer questions again, so if we left out your question from last week, leave it again in the comments down here. But today we're just going to answer one big question that we get a lot, not only on the internet but here at the shop too.
Yeah.
That is, does vaping cause popcorn lung? First, before we start this video, I want to quickly say, if you can't make this assumption on your own, neither of us are medical experts.
No.
And we don't have medical degrees. We're not experts on this subject, but we're just relaying facts that we know to you and our own opinions on it.
I'm not an expert on anything, if that makes any of you feel better.
The real name for it, the scientific name for it, is bronchiolitis obliterans. Bronchiolitis obliterans.
It's also obliterative bronchiolitis. It's also constrictive bronchiolitis or popcorn lung.
We printed stuff off for this.
No, he printed stuff off. I've got stuff pulled up on my phone.
Man, we've got 20,000 subscribers. It's time to get serious and start
I'm
printing
serious.
stuff off. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention reported several cases of bronchiolitis obliterans, or popcorn lung, in workers in a microwave popcorn plant in Missouri in the year 2000. That is where all this stuff is coming from. Something you can't find on any of these articles is that it's actually a small number of the people who worked in this plant that actually experienced the symptoms of popcorn lung. Not saying that that necessarily means anything, but there was a lot of people who worked here that breathed in the same chemical. Only a small number of them actually came out and said that, hey, you know, I've got something wrong with me.
There were 8.
Yeah, 8 of them. So a lot of people at this plant were not even affected by the chemical. Does that mean that it didn't cause harm to them? No, I'm pointing that out because a lot of places haven't. Now, the chemical that is assumed responsible for this is called diacetyl or diacetyl, however you want to say it. It is a chemical that is found in a lot of flavorings that make things taste buttery. Yeah. And it is also found in some e-juices. Now, a lot of companies, ever since this story came out, have removed that chemical from their e-juices. Most of the big ones have. And like he was saying earlier, that, you know, it made them taste a little bit less good. So.
Yeah. No, I just vape liquids that have diacetyl. I don't.
Right. If it don't have diacetyl, it ain't for him.
Right. In all honesty, according to the scientific world, it is what's known as an idiopathic syndrome, in that there's no known cause. They can't link any certain cause to it. There's a lot of claims that this chemical or this chemical may cause it.
Diacetyl is what is thought to be causing this problem, the popcorn lung, and that's why they've made the connection that vaping may also cause popcorn lung, because diacetyl might. They don't even know. The people who are making these claims don't even know that diacetyl is actually what's causing these problems. We're not sitting here saying that no, vaping definitely 100% does not cause popcorn lung, because like I said before, we don't know. But at the same time, they don't know that it does. This claim, the reason we even have to make this video is ridiculous. Yep. There's absolutely no basis for it whatsoever. There's also no basis that it doesn't cause it. It could cause it, but as of right now, it looks like it doesn't. There's nothing that I can find on the internet. There's no research that you can do that you can be like, oh, well, yeah, vaping definitely does cause popcorn lung, because it doesn't exist. There's no proof for it whatsoever, even if your e-juice does have diacetyl in it. The reason I made this video is not to debunk this claim. It's to ease your mind. If you're out there and you're thinking, hey, I want to quit smoking, I'm thinking about starting vaping, but everybody's telling me that it causes popcorn lung. I just want to ease your mind and say that from the research that we've gathered, do your own research. If you don't want to take it from us, go online and do your own research. I can tell you right now that it's very unlikely that you're going to get popcorn lung from using e-cigarettes. Now, if you're smoking cigarettes right now, you actually have a much better chance of getting popcorn lung if diacetyl is what causes popcorn lung, because there are 400 times more diacetyl in regular tobacco cigarettes than there is in any e-liquid that you can find.
If you're worried about it, stay away from the creamier custardy vapes or the buttery vapes, because those are the ones that are most likely to have diacetyl in them. And we actually have a line that's been tested and can guarantee 100% they have no diacetyl in them. And there's several out there, guys. I mean, you can ask the people at the vape shop, because I guarantee you somebody there knows of at least one line that they carry that contains no diacetyl. There's, like I said, there are still lines that do. I still vape those juices. That's my choice. I'm not telling you what your choice should be. You have to make that decision. Based on the medical evidence that's out there, I can honestly say I'm not worried about it.
I would consider myself a very health conscious person.
Yeah.
He can tell you, I watch my diet very carefully.
It depends on which diet he's on.
I go to the gym pretty regularly. I care about what goes into my body. I've done extensive research on this. I wouldn't do this if I thought that it was going to cause an irreversible lung disease for me. I'm not saying that this is 100% healthy. I know the risks that are associated with this.
What we do know is that every major study that's been done on them shows that they are at least 95% safer than cigarettes or any kind of traditional tobacco.
Yeah. See, I made the mistake when I was younger. I developed a nicotine addiction, and it was either continue smoking regular cigarettes or try to quit using e-cigarettes. And I did quit using e-cigarettes. Now it's just kind of a hobby for me, so that's why I continue to do it now. It's important to know that as of right now, today's date is December the
17th.
Today's date is,
I think,
December the 17th, I think.
Yeah,
and as of right now, there are 0 reported cases of vaping actually directly causing popcorn lung. And also, as of this date, and like I said earlier, cigarettes contain 400 times more diacetyl than any vape juice does. There are 0 reported cases of regular cigarette smoking causing popcorn lung. So, yeah, we're just making this video to kind of ease your mind if you're thinking about getting into vaping and you're like, well, I don't want popcorn lung. Like I said, do your own research, make your own decisions. We're just trying to inform you a little bit about what we know as far as the whole popcorn lung thing goes. There is one question that we want to address really quickly that we got on our last video. Coast Yuki says, what are your opinions on clones?
I think clones are a major part of the market. I'm not saying that you should or shouldn't support clones, because it does suck for the high-end mods and the modders that make them when somebody clones their device and sells it a lot cheaper. And I understand that, but it also makes this industry more available to people that may not make a lot of money. We don't sell a lot of clones. The only ones that we have right now are the Velocities. Me personally, I actually own a couple. I'm not going to lie. They were actually, whenever I first started vaping and got into the more hobbyist side of it, clones were, honestly, they were about all that was available to me. And there's no doubt in my mind that they helped me quit.
That's pretty much probably going to be it as far as this goes. Like I said, we're going to do our regular Q&A next Saturday. So if you want to leave questions in the comment section, go ahead and we will try our best to answer them in the next video. Also, I've got Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, all that good stuff. The information is in the description below. You can follow me on those platforms, and I'll also try to get to your questions there. We get a lot now.
Yeah.
It's really insane how much people want us to answer their questions. I mean, I wouldn't want his advice for anything.
We appreciate all the participation, because in all honesty, this is a community, and it's a lot more fun when we can have conversations, and really that's what these videos are. It's a conversation between us and you guys.
Sorry for the jumping around on the whole popcorn lung thing. We really had no planned out
He didn't tell me that we were doing this until he got in here today.
I get a lot of these questions, and I just wanted to quickly address it. It's completely understandable that a lot of people are concerned about this. I'm definitely concerned about it, but I have eased my own mind by doing research and you know, just using some common sense measures. I think a lot of people have a problem nowadays with just seeing the titles of articles and then automatically believing that the statement in that title is true.
It really comes back to fake news.
Yeah, it's I mean,
it does.
And that's one of the main reasons why I started doing these videos. I have a lot of things that I want to say, a message that I want to get out, and hopefully we can combat some of this through these videos.
There's a war on vaping.
There is.
There's a war on vaping.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you've got articles that are coming out. They're using studies in ways that the study wasn't meant to be used.
Yeah.
You have people that are doing these studies that see that their studies are actually being used in the wrong way and are getting downright pissed off, for lack of a better word.
But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. We're over 20,000 subscribers now. I know I said I was going to do a giveaway at 10,000, but it's just going up so fast. I'm going to try to do it next week. I'm thinking about giving away something really cool, and actually multiple things I'm going to be giving away. So stay tuned for that. If you're excited for that, let me know in the comments, and I'll make sure I get to it as quickly as possible. Thank you for watching. We'll see you. He'll see you Saturday. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Okay guys, we gotta talk. This is not how this video is supposed to be. Yesterday, me and Ryan Parker sat down in the Paintsville store and made a whole video about this same topic, but I deleted the footage. I either deleted the footage or didn't press record, or something's wrong with my memory card, but it's gone. Me and Ryan Parker had the best video I have ever made. It's gone. But seriously, me and Ryan Parker made this video yesterday, the same exact video. It was good. I went to go edit it this morning and it was gone. Nowhere to be found. I don't know, but I talked about it yesterday. I promised you guys I would make this video, so this is how I'm gonna be doing it. So as you guys know, there's a story going around on Facebook. Hey buddy. As you guys know, there's this story going around on Facebook about a guy who like blew some teeth out with a vape, and a lot of people are freaking out about it. And I'm gonna make a video about it. Now I know what you're thinking. Ryan, why would you make a video about this? It just looks bad on the whole industry when people see, you know, people's face get blown off by vapor products. It looks bad, Ryan. Why would you do this, you big dummy? Hold up right there. I have a different view on it. I think that we have a responsibility. Me, vape shop owners, manufacturers, everybody, we need to talk about this. I think it makes us look worse whenever we try to just throw stuff under the rug. We say, oh, this guy got hurt from a vapor product. He's a dumbass. Let's not talk about it and move on with our lives. No, because there is a problem, and I'll tell you what I think. Right now. It's not the guy who bought this, it's not his problem, it's my problem, it's our problem. If you own a vape shop, if you make these products, if you're responsible for putting this stuff out on the market, this is your problem, and it's time we address it. It really is, or the bullcrap media is going to address it for us like they always do, and just make a bigger mess out of it than anybody else could make out of it. So from what I can tell, this guy was using a mechanical mod. Obviously, most of all of these instances come from a mechanical mod. Now, before I jump into the dangers of e-cigarettes and how to not blow your face off, let me just clear the air a little bit, because I know what you're thinking. Ryan, before I watched this video, I was planning on buying a vape. I smoked 2 packs of cigarettes a day. I was gonna switch to vaping, but now you got me thinking this is gonna blow my face off, and I don't want my face to get blown off. You just hurt the whole vapor industry. I don't want my face to get blown off, so I'm not gonna buy a vape. Let me tell you something, if you're gonna buy something like this, if you're somebody who's thinking about switching from smoking to vaping, you're thinking about getting a starter kit or something with a screen on it where you can adjust your wattage, you have nothing to worry about. This is not gonna blow up on you. If you're afraid of getting a burn injury from a simple starter kit, that is an irrational fear, it really is. What I'm gonna be talking about today are mechanical mods. These things, these just empty tubes that you put batteries in, and you have to know what you're doing before they work correctly. If you're using a smoke alien kit, if you're using something like this, if you're using a starter kit, you should be more worried about your cell phone blowing up than that thing. Okay, so this guy, I'm not gonna show the pictures because I get it. You guys don't want to see that guy was using a mechanical mod and boom, battery vented and teeth get knocked out. He's got burns all over his face. Looks terrible. Here's the thing. The guy was using a mechanical mod with an RDA. He obviously had no clue what he was doing because he was using a 0.06 ohm build with this kind of battery. No, never mind. These are different kind of batteries. I usually use the same kind of battery he was using. It's an LG HE4, which is bad. Using a 0.6 ohm coil with that kind of battery on a mechanical mod with an RDA, it's bad. I'm gonna explain why here in just a second. There's a lot of people saying this story is fake. It might be. Like I said before, I've seen these batteries vent. I have intentionally made them blow up. They don't really blow up, they vent. But I've seen it happen, and I've never seen one happen so intensely, so fast that you wouldn't be able to throw your mod away or know that something was wrong before it happened. They get too hot. But I absolutely do not want to say that this guy is joking or lying or this is a hoax or anything. We're going to talk about how to avoid this happening because it can happen. A battery can vent if you're using the wrong stuff. All right, so let's get into it. Ryan, I want to vape a mechanical mod. First of all, why? No, I'm joking. I get it. Some people want to use mechanical mods. I don't believe in shrinking consumer choices by any means. Do what you want to do. But first, make that assumption. Do you really want to vape with a mechanical mod? With the stuff we have now, it's kind of pointless unless you just want to, I'm probably going to get hate for that. I get it. You probably want to use a mechanical mod. Here, okay, that's fine. Here's how you do that without blowing your face off. Now, the first way we can stop this, number one, is if you're a retailer, if you sell these things, make sure you know what you're doing. If you sell somebody a mechanical mod, don't just reach it to them and say good luck and send them out the door. If that's all you do right now, if that's all you know how to do right now, I say take them off the shelves. Now as a consumer, the second thing you're gonna wanna do is learn how to build a coil, a proper coil. Now if you're like me and you think building coils is tedious, takes too long, you don't enjoy doing it and you don't wanna learn how to do it, thank goodness there's a bunch of pre-made coils out there already. But it does help a lot to learn how to make them on your own. I'm not gonna tell you how to do it because there's 1,000 other videos on the internet that'll teach you how to do it much better than I ever could. Just go to this little website called youtube.com and search how to build a coil. Boom, look at this. You got Mr. Rip Trippers himself. You got all these different tutorials. They'll teach you how to build a coil. Now the next thing you want to do is to be able to determine the resistance of that said coil. Now how do I find out the resistance of my coil? First way, the easiest way is if you already have a regulated mod like this, you can install those coils on your RDA. You can put them on your box mod or whatever you have, and normally it will tell you. Looks like a little horseshoe symbol. It'll tell you what the resistance of your coil is. If you don't have one of these, you can get a resistance reader at your local vape shop, or there are also ways on the internet where you can look up and see, what resistance is my coil right now? What am I running? What kind of ohms am I running right now? Okay, now that you know about coils and you've got your coil built, you know the resistance, now we need to head over to this place called Steam Engine. SteamEngine.com. Wait, no, it's not .com, it's Steam. We got R and the little horseshoe symbol. This is asking for our resistance. We're gonna put it in here. Let's say you built a 0.06 ohm coil, just like the guy in the story did, okay? He was using a 0.06 ohm coil. Now, let's say you had a fully charged 18650 battery. Usually that's gonna run you about 4.2 volts. And this little number right here, the amperage, it's gonna pop up all by itself after you put in those values, okay? That's the amount of current that is being drawn out of the battery at that resistance and at that voltage. Now, you need to look at your battery, and most batteries will have right on them, you see max 40A. That's the maximum amperage that you can pull out of this battery. Now, all battery companies are liars. So what you need to do is take that number and take about 10 or 15 off of it. So we're gonna say the max on this is really 25. Now the LG battery that the guy in the story was using, about the same, about 20, 25 amps was the max. So, oh no. Oh no, look at this. Oh no, what does this mean? Oh no.
Fire in the hole. Whoa. Jeez.
So you get the point, okay? I'm going a little crazy on this video. I'm sorry, I'm upset. Ugh, I'm just mad because we had a good video for this and then freaking technology failed me once again. 70 amps, that's too much. We need to get that down around 20, right? So let's see if 0.1 would have been better. No, we're still at 42. Let's see if 0.2 would have been better. Perfect! Perfect. You probably still want to go a little, let's say 0.25. Yeah, perfect. That's what you need right there. Ohm's law is a formula. You can write it on your hand if you want to. You can put it in your notepad. Google it, Ohm's law. You can always plug in whatever number you need to get these results. There are also some other things you can consider when coming to protecting your face when using a mechanical mod. You don't want to use damaged batteries. This purple stuff on the outside of this battery is just covering up the metal. If that is scratched or damaged at all, don't use it. You can rewrap it or you can throw it away and get a new one. You want to make sure you're using really good batteries. These batteries that I'm using are not my favorite. I do like the LG HE4s, but mainly in regulated mods. So basically it boils down to common sense, not only on the consumer end, but on our end, on the retailer's end. We need to, if we don't want the government to come into our businesses and say, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, we need to be doing this and that in the first place. We need to already be taking care of that. All of these stories you see with, you know, whether they're fake or not, this is all our fault. I'm not hating on people who use mechanical mods. I'm hating on the fact that they are kind of dangerous and people are just not taking it seriously. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you made it to this point in the video, you are the real MVP. And if you guys didn't know, I got my own website. Mountain Vapors has its own website. It's called mountainvapors.net. You gotta be 18 or over to get in here. Look down here. We got people buying stuff right now. It pops up live on the bottom whenever somebody purchases something. But we got this website here and you can go on there and I've got discount codes galore. Go look in some of my other videos. I'm giving you a hint right now. Last two videos. If you've already watched them, skip to the end. I've got discount codes for you. So go over there and watch them. This is a different video from any video I've done before. Let me know how you like it in the comments below. I'll hopefully be back tomorrow or the next day with a more traditional Ryan Hall TV video. I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.